An interesting land you found.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's just
Mm-hmm.
no
The
one speaks English.
the funny thing is that I'm sure that at least one of the RPCs is fluent in French. That's the
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
funny
pretty sure
thing.
they are as well. Yeah.
They'll be like, so it's nighttime. I didn't know if you guys wanted to escape or just hang out and see what happens.
I'm fine. Unless Glenn really wants to do that badly. You're muted.
I think we're okay now.
Oh, you're now on the wrong microphone. You've switched microphones.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, no, I think you're back now. Before it was really tinny and shit.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Yeah, everything's good now.
Okay. Good.
Your computer just had to get up to speed on what was going on, maybe. I don't know.
All right. So, yeah, I don't think we're in danger now unless we fumble a language
Yeah,
roll.
just need to explain that, magic item and poof, faraway travelers
So,
came here to explore.
if we can get free, then we can explore and figure
Yeah.
out what's going on around
Yeah,
here.
it's be nice and
Get one of these foggy things and get spells. Say it was a foggy thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So, cut to the next morning. And, right, they take you down to the docks in the muddy ass water. Apparently, they're going to go by boat. They explain why in French.
French.
French. Omelette du fromage?
Mm. They think you may be a fromage.
Some bouillabaisse.
Okay. I have no idea why we're going there, but okay.
Okay, right. It's a
They're not
pretty
going to
big
dive
boat.
into the water, are they? They're not jumping into the water.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, they discuss the water with you.
I'm assuming don't fall in is what they say.
It looks like that's pretty much the point. Also,
Okay.
cut to 1 week of travel downriver. Give me con endurance rolls versus explosive diarrhea because I'm guessing you don't want to try your water purification thing.
Probably not.
You think?
Mm.
Fine.
You guys are kind of sick, but like living with it. You spend a lot of time. They have this it's a toilet that's just pretty much a hole cut in a fucking square board that you can sit on. Unfortunately, you've seen really big things moving around the water, and so you're starting to wonder if it's like the way that the boat has to bait whatever's in there. So it's pretty much a do your bit. There's no contemplating time. You just shit real fast, get off before something goes eats you and then goes underwater again.
Okay.
While you guys are going downriver, people are coming upriver because it's a pretty slow moving river. Super muddy water. And people constantly are sailing up to your ship to try to sell you shit. It looks like the road follows along the river, and every
What do
night.
they use for money?
What?
What do they use for money?
Wow, give me a spot hidden roll. If you make it by half, you get everything. Otherwise, you just see they have different shaped coins and stuff. Nobody made it by half?
Oh, sorry. I thought I pressed the button.
Crit. Okay. Right. Freddie describes all the money in so much detail. I'll pretty much give you all the detail you would possibly ever want, and a bit more. In fact, yeah, the guards are like if they see since they see your interest, they're happy to explain it. The different kinds of coins, the cheapest coin to the most expensive. The cheapest one's called Zit, and it is a fire engine red looking square. It weighs about 10 grams. Next up is Louver. It's glowing green metal.
Liver.
It weighs about half. It's a metal disc with a hole in the middle. Carve is a strong, silvery, flexible metal that doesn't weigh anything. And it's like made in little shields with rounded corners, like the stereotypical shield that you always think of with as a shield that has like a point at the bottom.
So what? It just floats.
Pardon?
It just floats in the air.
Goddamn close to floating.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is that made of?
The next up is teal colored. That's greenish blue for men. Metal. That is a crescent moon with holes in the middle.
What was the name of that?
Sauron. Saron. Sauron.
Okay.
Not
Not
Sauron.
SAU.
No,
Okay.
no you. And the last one, which they have to describe to you because none of these bastards have any, is called broom. And it's a bluish silvery metal that has like little wisps of fog that come out because it's made of fog stuff.
Okay.
And it's donut shaped. The donut with the hole in the middle. I realize there's a lot of different kinds of donuts. Not cruller shape, standard donut shape.
Toroid.
I don't know these fancy words. So, and there's stories behind all the coins, which they tell you in French. So,
Okay.
but that's, let's see, one broom equals 10 Saurons. Going back down the airway, one broom is 10 Saurons, is 100 carves, is 1,000 Louvers, which is 10,000 Zit.
Thanks fuck for an actual normal currency system.
10 base, yeah.
Not like Britney where it's like 302 of this is equal to one of those.
Mm-hmm. By the way, when I say 5 grams, a U.S. dime weighs 2 grams. So 2 or 3 dimes is 5 grams, 6 grams, or 4 grams, or whatever. Just so you know the weights. These coins are not heavy. Especially the ones that don't weigh fucking anything, the carves.
So the one that was glowing, how was did it seem radioactive glowing or just
It
mad?
did to you. You don't know what the fuck is up with it. I mean, you don't.
Okay.
If you had a radioactive Geiger counter, or just a regular Geiger counter, radioactive Geiger counter, pretty useless. But let's see, some prices that you may have noticed if you want to get a quick thing on this, like a quick meal, like a cheap meal, is around 5 Z. Liter of dirty ass water is 1 Z. Let's see what else they may have. They have something like cigars that are 1 Z. A pint of beer is a Zeet. What else? Yeah.
Okay.
They tell you that the guys who are rowing the boat, non-skilled labor, is for the day like 50 Z.
And do we know what the average wage is?
For those guys, it's 50 Z.
Not for like a normal city person.
You have no idea. That's so
Okay.
far beyond your language skills. It's
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
You're like pointing at the city, and they're thinking you're trying to figure out how much is the city worth. They're like, well, we don't know.
How much are clothes worth?
Hmm.
Just regular clothes.
They are still taking the shirt with them just in case it needs for interrogation.
Even after we explained it.
They can't let it off that easily. They have to, make sure, do a deep dive on the shirt. Let's see. Hold on, scrolling. For adventuring clothing full outfit, it's about 5 carve.
And that's what, 50 each? Or 500 each?
They go 5 carve.
Okay, fine. Sure. Okay.
So, yeah.
Not much for us to do during our 1 week.
Yeah, the guards tell you a lot of really entertaining stories, and they exposit a whole lot of plot that neither of you understand. Eventually,
Well, no, Glenn made it roll.
the only time making your roll works is if you have a 60% or better. Under that, it's called fuck you, roll every time. You don't understand shit. Once you get to that fucking 60%, that's the sweet spot. After that, you just got to make a roll once per adventure, and then you are in. Right. Eventually, you get to Paradox. I don't know. This looks like, give me... does anybody have any kind of skill that would allow them to establish approximate populations? Knowing about city shit?
Anthropology.
What was that, Scott?
Anthropology.
Sure. Go for it.
The closest I have is industrial engineering. That's not really going to help.
They don't seem to have that here.
No, I didn't think so.
You're thinking the city is several thousand people, Scott.
I'll just roll anthropology.
Okay.
Streetwise.
No, that's for criminals and stuff.
Yeah, you're not sure about the criminal element yet, but by God, you hope to meet them. So, looks like this place is built into the mountains. The main thing here is a fuck ton of stairs, which, considering your legs are manacled, sucks ass. So what they do to make it easier is they manacle one of your arms to one of your legs, so that way you can kind of
Okay.
instead of having your legs manacled, because otherwise if you roll down these stairs, you are probably not going to live. Lots of docks. It looks like everybody's set up in the mountains, higher homes, more expensive. Shit rolls downhill in a quite literal fashion, so lower homes. Yeah. This looks like a new city. You're thinking that it's not a king that you're seeing, it's something else. In fact, they are careful to tell you, French rolls.
Well, the other guy told us it's a king.
Yeah, you're thinking you may have wildly misunderstood.
No idea.
Yeah, they tell you a lot of shit. You do your best to become French. The whole city looks really new, though. The river actually flows past before the mountains and stuff, and so they have like gizmos to get water up and stuff like that. They have a lot of people there fishing. The buildings all have a lot of clay tile roofs. A lot of buildings are made from clay. They got those like little colored tiles that make mosaics and shit. So this is where some of the clay goes, you're thinking. It looks like it looks like a pretty busy city. Everybody seems to be mostly busy going up and down stairs. Logan would absolutely hate this city. Looks neat though.
Well, in such a large city, then if we're lucky, we might find someone who speaks English. Mm-hmm. If this is some sort of a trading city or something.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, they take you to see somebody Give me anthropology rolls. That's a good call. To know what kind of position they probably hold. Ah.
Sorry, that was a double click.
Ah.
Oh, I made mine, so.
You're thinking it's either a knight or like a lord governor type position, something like that. You're not even sure, like, if they have royalty here. It's kind of questionable, or indeed if it's even close to the same as on Earth royalty. But they take you to see the local headman, who is in a really nice, like, super cool hall that's carved right out of the mountain. Not sure how they did that. And they got like mosaics up and really expensive furniture. And oh my God, a shit ton of bodyguards and soldiers and shit like that. Fortunately, nobody wears armor here because holy fuck is it hot. They do build the buildings though in kind of like the Moroccan style, where it's all built around a central vent that kind of makes the warm air go out and the cool air come in. So it cools it down inside. No, I don't know how it works, but I do know it actually works. So,
Okay. I let Glenn know blah about the anthropology.
That's nice.
he seems to have a couple of, you're guessing, possibly court mages, although one of them seems to be wearing like some sort of collar and chains. Like manacles and shit. Manacles. Like he has not only the fucking feet manacles, but the arm manacles as well, and then it's hooked up to a belt on him and shit.
And what is he wearing?
He also looks like one of those monkey guys. What?
What is he wearing clothes-wise?
It looks like kind of form-fitted clothes, except like he's not wearing. It's kind of like a wrap around him, like a skirt.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. The guy goes, French, 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 French. The guard goes, French, 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 French. The guy goes, French, 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 French. Guard goes, French, French, French. He points at the shirt, French, French, French. French, French. And they point at Glenn, French, 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 French. French, 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 says the guy. Good, okay. Then the guard says, French, 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 French. And the guy goes, and he looks at Glenn and goes, French, French, French.
Can I try again?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Is this true?
I tried to make my case that this is a misunderstanding.
This is your big role to lay it out as quickly and briefly as possible in the simplest possible words. This is your big chance. This is your one shot at the brass ring.
Okay. Modifier 5. Got any orders?
No, but if you play your reroll, I can limit the retrieval in your drive.
Yeah. Okay.
The headman goes, French, French, French. And everybody goes, French, French, French. French, 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 they say.
I'm going to play reroll.
Just give it to me, I'll retrieve it.
How do I do that?
Just drag it onto my face.
It's not doing anything.
Oh, click on it once. It might bug out sometimes. And then try it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, re-rolling.
With no +5.
No +5. No.
Alright, have another reroll.
Okay.
Give me whatever you want, okay?
Oh.
Just
Right.
trade me whatever. Cool.
Okay, playing the reroll.
Yes.
Hey, make my case.
He says, and he points at your shirt and says, French, 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 French.
It's not the shirt.
And so you shake your head and go, no. Freddie, you think he's given the option of either, we're going to have to either kill the shirt or kill you. You're not sure, though.
Go ahead and just say they can kill the shirt.
So
It's
no,
not worth it, man.
it's not the shirt. I make a gesture around my neck.
Oh, you've already told him it was that you had a necklace and then you used it in a way. You already told them all that, but they still have questions about this shirt.
You can have the shirt if you want it.
They look at you.
I can find another one.
What's
The
woman?
headman goes, French, 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 French. Somebody rushes out.
Does anyone speak English?
Everybody talks to each other.
English. Or Latin, or...
No, nobody seems to have ever heard of these strange foreign languages. They bring back a small boy and a small girl. French, 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 French. The little boy goes, French, 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 French. The little girl goes, French, French, French.
Oh, I made it.
So, it is true that you can both speak this language completely easily, yes? Yes, we can, sir. I see. And do you know why they cannot? They're either foreigners or very stupid. Very good, he says. You may return. And the kids go up.
Wait! I yelled to the kids.
The kids stop.
Can you speak English?
French, 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 French.
I made it.
No.
Okay.
They leave. The ruler goes, French, 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 French. He points at the shirt, says more French shit, points at you guys. He then stands up and he says in a clear voice something which seems especially dramatic. He gestures at the guy in chains who hangs his head. French, 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 French. Several people go, oh, you guys can try again if you'd like. Cool.
Oh, I made it.
Hey.
He says, let us not forget that those who use magic, it is derived from the chaos, and these people are extremely dangerous. Either they work for the government in chains, or they are slain. So now, we are not sure if this shirt has done evil or not, but we shall take it away and burn it as a symbol of our strength. And everybody thinks it's a great idea.
I gave him a thumbs up.
He goes, and everybody begins talking, and guard comes over and like slaps you.
Just shirt.
Guard comes over and just slaps you like you've just done something rotten. And then they force you to kneel.
I kneel.
They look at Glenn.
What?
French, French,
just a-
French, French, French. He says to
I kneel.
he goes, no. He speaks more French. He says, French, 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 French. They help you back to your feet. They leave him kneeling. The ruler goes, French, 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 French.
Humble.
I will have to chop off your thumb. That's what you think you heard, which is cool. They talk a bit, and the shirt is dragged away. Some guy goes with it going, because the shirt can't, so they Yeah. And right, they drag it off, and Glenn, your leg manacles are removed.
Thank you.
And then they give a really stern talking to Freddy, which does him very little good.
Well, let me see if I understand. Nope, no idea. Alright, go along with whatever they're saying.
Cool. And eventually, they after cuffing you about in a kind of good-natured fashion, roll a d6 stun on yourself, by the way, Freddy. Roll low. Low is better for you.
It's stun damage.
Yep.
Okay.
No problem. Eventually, they release you after cuffing you about.
It's okay. I like
French, says the ruler to you guys very seriously.
Oh,
French. They some other people bring in a weird picture to show you guys, just to be sure that you're on the same sheet of music. I have no idea what they want. Wait, there it is. God damn, I detailed the shit out of this. Hold on, that's the wrong one. Excuse me while I whip this out. Let's see. You've never gotten to see Freddy just being beaten up for a while. Just in a very methodical kind of way. Like, yep, gotta beat him up for a while. Don't really want to. Need to. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Did it not make it into it? No. Fuck me. All right. It's some weird kind of half fish, half man looking thing, like a bipedal fish guy that they show you a picture of. And then...
Deep one?
More cartoonish looking, less Lovecraftian looking. And then what they do is they draw, or they hold a straight edge to cover up the body, and they point at the head, and they look at you like, "Are you with us? You may be slow." They're like, and they're just pointing at the head, like, And then they show you a Sauron coin.
Bounties, right? They want us to kill that thing.
Holy shit, I think... Oh, yeah, there you go. So, they go, French?
French something.
French, says the leader to his aide. And then there's another feast. It seems that when you guys are in town, it's like, we need another excuse to fucking have a feast. How about these fucking weird foreigners that don't speak our language? One thing is as good as another. So, on the good news, god damn is it nice to be out of leg manacles. You're giving back your lockpicks. And although they put them in a box and then they fucking wrapped it with rope, like thin cord rope, and then they put a fucking wax seal on it and they're like, here you go. Yeah, like, fuck you. Open it up, see what happens type thing. And you're like, it's my lockpicks, yeah. And, right. Yeah, you guys eat and drink, and then they what?
Feast etiquette?
Yes, etiquette rolls would be good. Thank you very much. Take a card for reminding me of that.
I made it.
I too made it.
Damn it, I was really hoping during midway through the feast, Freddy would fumble, just fucking lob a bone at the head man. Just...
Or just set the table on fire.
Yes. No problem. Yeah, they're impressed with your thing. They even bring in somebody to clean up Freddy a bit because the guards seem apologetic for literally methodically beating you up for a while. I mean, just like this is just my job. That's not who I am. That kind of. I mean, just no passion in it at all. But afterward, the head creature, whatever, stands up and he goes, French, French, French. And then he goes, French, 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 and shows you 3 upright fingers. You have 3 days, according to Glenn, we have 3 days to leave before we're killed. According to Freddy, our hotel room is paid for 3 days with food. And after that, you're on your own.
Okay. Mercy?
They show you no mercy, but eventually escort you out of the... It's a French joke. But eventually they escort you back to your hotel room, and they fuck off.
A block what I heard.
3 days.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whew.
Yeah.
Well, we made it out of that alive at least.
Weird.
I kind of want to go find those kids.
Why?
They speak English.
They don't speak English.
They understood my question.
No.
Yes. They answered no.
Yeah, but if I was going Samuel Baruski, you'd be like, no. Plus, no is the same word in French and English, just to point it out.
Okay, fine.
Although it is fucking funny. I'd love him nothing better than to fucking be seeking out the headman's fucking kids to fucking torture their little asses. You speak English! And they keep saying no, and this makes them angrier and angrier. But since you made your French roll enough, I thought I'd just mention no and no are.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Alright, well, they clearly have a bounty or something on this toad monster thing. Whatever you want to call it. Thing of the deep.
Fish guy.
Fish person, yeah. I don't know if we want to just go around randomly murdering creatures without knowing the full story. Although I don't know how we're going to get the full story with our particular language skill set.
By the way, there's nothing keeping you guys here. You know, I mean...
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that if you go, all right, we'll send back our French team, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to do.
We could stay here and explore or bug out and find something else to do.
Exploring's a lot harder when you don't speak the language and have none of their local currency.
True.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you got 3 days of hotel and food if you want it, so.
It would seem awfully suspicious for us to disappear and then come back with like a bunch of shit to sell.
Maybe not. There's a lot of merchant traffic in and out of this fucking.
Yeah, but we're the only humans.
Should take some time to paint here.
Well, I assume we're doing that during skill holding.
Actually, I'll let you each make one painting and one trump attempt just in case, but it'd be for this hotel room, which would be.
Can't we do it outside the city somewhere?
Yeah, you guys go exploring the city and whatnot.
Let's find an appropriate place somewhere.
No problem. By the way,
wait. We have no paint kits.
That is a problem.
Or at least I don't.
Yeah, one of us can trump out and grab paint and trump back.
Yeah. couple of
Would
quick
that-
luck rolls for the trump card if you want to do that. That'd be confusing as shit to the guards. Didn't you fucking confiscate anything? No. Don't know how they got it. I think it was in
do you
their
have a
prison wallet.
Trump? Do you have a Trump of yourself?
I have a Trump of myself, and I think I have one of you.
Do you have one of the embassy?
No. Can't find
Alright.
it.
Well, I can go and cut some paint sets. I just need a Trump of you so I can come back.
Yeah, I have one of you. I have one of me. We're good.
Okay.
And the embassy.
Oh, and the embassy. Okay, great. Well, if you want me to come back, do it.
Yeah, you just hand him a couple cards and he'll be away because he's got a phenomenal luck roll.
Okay. Here you go.
Okay, so wait for me in the hotel, and I'll message you on the bracelet when I'm ready.
What?
I'll message you on the bracelet when I'm ready.
Why? He's got a card of him. You could just call him up.
Yeah.
Good point. Alright, I'm not using the bracelets, okay. Alright, so luck roll to the embassy?
Yeah, they didn't mess with your bracelet. They did poke him a few times and stuff to make sure that they were real.
Okay, I'm at the embassy.
No problem. Do you have supply, or actually you have to go out and buy something or something somewhere, don't you?
Yeah, well, I'll,
Buy an Old West paint set for $5. That's 1/4 of a gold piece.
yeah, let me just check my bank. Or if I have to make more trips.
Oh yeah, you're going to be hopping all over the multi-dimensional world looking for a fucking $5 and shit. Come on, somebody's got to have some fucking
Okay,
money.
no, I have, how much silver is $5 here?
Well, they don't really use that. They don't use that. They don't barter in metals and stuff here so much. They have
They do.
$20 gold coin.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
And they have
but they don't
silver
break it
coins.
into silver. Well, they have.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, because I'm assuming your silver coins aren't stamped like a quarter or a silver dollar. I'm assuming it's just a slab of silver, right?
Yeah.
They don't do that.
No,
They
it's
want silver
16
dollars.
Bitcoin silver, but okay. That's what I have written down. Okay. Then
No,
I'll
they want real
exchange-
money, not your weird fucking
No,
silver thing.
I got it from here, so I don't know.
Ah, so been trading in our natural resources, have you? Actually,
yeah.
you can just go and cash in some of your silver with the embassy. They'd be happy to trade it. They do trade in metals.
Oh, sure. Okay. How much?
No problem. They give you one silver piece is $1 because it's just different kind of silver. It's a horrible rate.
That's fine. Sure. I'll trade in 10 silver.
They give you half a $20 gold piece. So
Sure. So that's enough for 2 paint kits, right?
yeah, done.
Oh, okay. And
Right.
then I'll go ahead and go back.
Excellent. Give me a well. Actually, you don't need to make a luck roll because you're dealing with a person now. Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy. And Glenn hasn't shapeshift as far as I know, so his cards still work. But as soon as he gets that power, he'll break all of them and go, "What?" So you get trumped back. All he brought was 2 paint kits. It looks like they're made in the Old West, so think big and clunky.
Huh.
But they're good paint kits. Over 35 individual colors. So, great. Everybody give me a paint roll, and if you make it, you can try your 1 trump roll. You find a semi-private place in the city that you can set up your easels and paint. Freddie is super frickin' good at painting. When he paints a bowl of fruit, it stays painted.
Okay, there we go.
God damn, Freddy's an expert fucking painter and basic Trump maker. Glenn has painted a lovely bowl of fruit, though.
Cool.
So no
So
problem.
what
You've
should I
got
call
one
it?
Trump.
Parent Grove City Trump.
Yep, great.
Okay.
Or you call it French World, Big City and Mountain Trump, whatever. French World. Possible title. Now, some interesting things you guys notice in your wandering around the city is that they have a lot of different animals that people ride around on, such as some... Why aren't you fucking doing what I want you to? Some sort of big flappy bird thing that seems to have no fucking feathers. And they also ride around on these fucking big ass frogs with saddles. And do you remember that big bear rhino thing that had all the fucking eyes and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those here and they're domesticated. And they ride around on those. They're absolutely huge and shit. And they even have some of these, which you guys may or may not recognize.
Oh,
Ramen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Ramen. Why do they have fallout creatures here?
Who knows? They're always in two minds as to where to go and what to eat. So, and as I said, their tech is pretty shitty. I mean, fixed cranes are a thing here. And as far as crossbows, they're not crossbows like what a lot of people think of. They're like these, which suck ass. And their super shitty cannon shoots a big bolt thing, not a cannonball. And it's the kind of cannon that you get like a shot off every, I don't know, half hour to let it cool down or something. Just dreadful.
Glenn, if you want to make some quick money, I have an idea. At least something I could potentially do. I could set up a little caricature stand and offer people to draw sketches of themselves for a bit of money if you want to make some money.
You're gonna sketch people?
Yeah. You know how they do in big cities.
Yeah. I guess we got the paint.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth... I don't know if you want money or not, but...
I like money.
Alright, well... Yeah, I set up a little stand and I'm like... holding up my paintbrush.
Well, yeah, people, sketches and paints are very different things.
Oh, I'll paint them then.
That takes a hell of a long time. To, like, if you want to make a nice painting of somebody, you're looking at hours of them sitting there. That's why people in the old days, if you look at their paints, they either look constipated or bored out of their fucking minds. It's like, I need you to sit here for a few days while I paint you.
Yeah, okay, never mind then. I didn't bring any pencils with me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they'd react to pencils.
Ooh, he's captured my soul. Time to burn him at the stake. Yeah, who knows?
Okay, well...
people keep coming up and asking you questions in French.
Paint a landscape and try to sell it.
I don't know why they'd want to buy that.
Humble.
They come up and say, how much for renting him for 1 hour? The point of Freddy.
No.
50 feet.
They wander off. You both fumbled on the exact same. Freddy's like, come on, you want this. Right. Yeah. 50 feet, that's a really good rate, huh?
Wow.
Okay,
Broke in another land. No money. But we got a place to stay for 2 more days. Night's starting to fall.
I try to sell my bowl of fruit painting.
It's pretty small because it's the size of a fucking trump card. They look at it. You painted it well. Let's see. Give me a bargain roll as they fall into silent bargaining with you. Go team. Unfortunately, you've got like gifted hobbyist levels of painting skill. You end up getting a Louvre for it.
Okay.
They seem happy with their tiny, tiny painting. And you've got a new coin. It's the fucking sickly green metal thing. You're thinking that if you get enough of these together, you can make your own shitty glow stick. It's the green metal disc that could be radioactive, and it's got a hole in the middle.
I don't want to check if this is radioactive or not.
He's sitting there with his radioactive disc going, that makes me the winner. Shows part of his face slide off. Ah, radiation makes me happy. Well, I mean, you could possibly get it exchanged for some Zet if you wanted to.
Do we have a name for this zone yet? French jungle?
You call
Vietnam.
French jungle if you want. There was a lot of fucking French people in Vietnam for a while. That's true.
Alright. It does kind of smell like a colony.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll call it Vietnam for now.
I put French Vietnam just in case somebody...
Sure, French Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah. That way, if somebody goes, I want to go to Vietnam, then they're not put in the middle of the fucking Vietnam War, because that'd be my first thing. Is like, oh, you want to play Apocalypse Now? I'm good with that. Because, you know.
Okay,
Sure, I know I've actually been to the real Vietnam, but fucking Apocalypse Now is much fucking wilder.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we'd make it here with not being able to speak French.
Yeah.
But if you want to explore the surrounding
Did you want to
areas-
get your Louvre changed into Zeet?
Oh.
Before you do that, can we, since we have a way back, we have a
I
Geiger
was just
counter.
curious because he thinks it could be a fucking weird glowing radioactive green
I want to
thing.
actually check if it is.
Oh, I see.
We have a Geiger counter on the Raven, and we can check to see if it's radioactive or not.
Ah, the Raven, the ignored spaceship. How we've missed you.
Would you like to go back and check just before you get rid of it?
Yeah, we've got a card. We can pop right back here, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go Geiger count it.
All right, so I'll jump us back to the embassy.
All right, you guys go back to your hotel room so that you can.
Yeah.
And the guy at the front desk says, French, 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 French.
French.
French?
Did it seem like you wanted something, or
He was asking some sort of question.
We'll be back.
French?
I make sleeping motions?
He looks like French, 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 French. He asked Glenn, French, 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 French.
Made it.
Is your friend okay? I think he is looking ill or something. His eyes rolled back on his head and he snorted.
Yes, he'll be fine.
French, 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 French. He says,
Did you roll your eyes back in your head?
I just said
He was
I
like,
said I was tired.
Oh.
No sleep.
He didn't like your snorting noise.
That was me snoring.
Alright, let's
Did I
just
not snore here?
walk away. We're on a
Okay.
mission.
I wave goodbye to the man.
French.
Okay, well, let me roll again. Nope, no
He
idea.
goes, apparently they don't have that gesture here. He just sits there and tries to figure out what's going on. What's up with the aliens that are staying here? He watches you guys go upstairs. And by the way, you know Freddy does. Freddy has some weird sleeping shit, right? Because he'll be like laying there sleeping. He doesn't really snore though, but partway through he'll go, and then his legs will begin making running motions while he's asleep, like he's fleeing from something.
Stabs himself with his hook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey,
Well, I don't sleep with my hook on. That's stupid.
Anyway, I just imagine him with a big cork on the end of it while he's asleep for some reason. Anyway, so
Can't be a hooker then.
right. So where would you like to trump to?
Embassy. I already made the roll, so.
All right, no problem. Bing, you're in the embassy. You just see like the guards eventually discover you, and one goes, "All right, hey," and two of them hand money to a third guy, who looks at you like,
Alright, Glenn, we probably want to go grab our stuff from the storage unit. So
one of the guards begins going, and he looks at the other ones who are like, shh.
You guys taking bets?
Yes.
What are you betting on?
Can't say. It influenced the bet.
Okay.
What stuff do you think we need out of storage?
Well, money and stuff don't.
Oh.
One of the guards is hopping up and down, the same one who's rubbing his hands together like, yes.
I mean, do you want your stuff from the storage or not? Because we're just popping over to the Raven real quick. I guess we don't need to go there.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. Let's get dressed at least, so we're not walking around gooey in these clothes.
Well, my clothes and Shermer.
Well, we can get some here, from here.
Cut two, you're both dressed as cowboys.
Yeehaw.
Cool. Alright, let's go to Clemson.
No problem.
Okay.
They crack open. The one guy who's rubbing his hands together and bouncing up and down begins to look super disappointed. They crack open the thing, and
I'm super quick, obviously, to get the whole spiel over with before the door closes.
no problem. The Clems itself is inside the big stone building, and the doors, they have spikes on the inside, so if you try to kick open the door, ram it open, then you will take excessive damage. And pretty much as soon as you guys go in, Freddy hurries you over, and he begins babbling at Clem about wanting to shave and all that with a hot towel as they're closing the doors because all the light is going out. It looks like there's no fucking lights on in here. And it looks like the oil lamp things have been removed at some point. And, you guys get seated before the light goes out. And then, boom, it's light again. And the things are taken off. And Clem's trying to offer to shave you. And you guys escape the Clems. And you're wandering around Guri. And there's all kinds of fucking... the difference between the cities is striking. Plus, it doesn't smell... like something fucking died and rotted, and then you get served brown water with shit in it and stuff. Here, it's all pretty antiseptic by comparison, and you don't hear the constant fucking noise of all the dogs that they're going to eat, or the horses, or horse-like things, or the fucking weird birds that not only fly around, but shit. Which is unfortunate, because the birds are pretty big. Nobody ever considers that, but having a fucking shit the size of a cow patty hit you while you're walking around on the street minding your own business from a height, not cool.
Okay, just beeline it to the ship.
All right. So you guys head over to the ship. It looks as though it's been heavily graffitied up as high as somebody could possibly reach. And it's just like the names that are completely illegible type of graffiti. It's not the cool graffiti. And you guys go up, and does anybody remember the password to mutter into the machine to get it to open?
Yeah, swipe or no swiping.
Ah, the door opens, and the robed figure sitting on the horse in the main storage area, who's just very calmly looking at you guys, is the only thing that's really weird about this.
A robed figure.
Yeah, it appears to be some guy sitting on a horse and looking at you with a frank, earnest expression.
Do I recognize the horse?
Take a card. Different horse.
Different horse, okay.
Yes, you do.
Do I
You have
recognize
had
the
one
figure?
horse that has actually been stalking you for a while, but this seems to be a brown horse.
Okay.
Yeah, Freddy gets stalked by livestock, apparently.
Why is this guy in our ship?
He's not in our ship. Is he in our ship?
He is totally inside of your ship.
Okay, I walk in. Hello?
Hello, he says earnestly to you.
Who are you?
I'm the monk.
Why are you in our ship?
I'm sure that it is cosmically important, he says.
Do you want something to eat?
All right.
I'll go to the kitchen and get some.
He gets off of his horse, which he had been sitting on. The horse looks, give me animal handling horse to figure out what the horse's current mood is. You're so happy that this guy doesn't speak French and speaks English that you're willing to feed him. Although it'd have been awesome if he only spoke French. All right, you're not really sure what's up with the horse. So it stands there. The guy asks, "Do you have any food for the horse, or should I did?
No,
is there food
oddly
outside?"
enough, we don't We don't stock horse food. I'm sorry.
He goes and looks outside. Apparently,
wait, there's no food there.
He looks disappointed and pets the horse in an absent-minded way.
We'll get him some later. How did you get here?